House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol is holding its 5th public hearing today. Witnesses are expected to focus on former President Trump's efforts to pressure the Justice Department to help overturn the 2020 presidential election results. It comes as the department widens its investigation, issuing new subpoenas. Let's bring in ABC's Alex Brachet in Washington and ABC News legal contributor and University of Baltimore law professor Kimberly Whaley for more on this. Thank you both for being here. Alex, the only other Republican on the committee, Representative Adam Kinzinger, will lead the questioning today. What do we expect to hear from him?
Well, Diane, so we know that this committee in this particular hearing are going to drill down on about 4 key points. The first one is they're going to try to show how the former president was trying to persuade the DOJ to publicly state that there was election fraud. Another point that they're going to try to make is that Trump tried to pressure the Department of Justice to file lawsuits for or with the Trump campaign, and how the DOJ resisted that claim. And then something else that we know that they're going to focus on, according to aides, is that Trump sought to appoint a special counsel to pursue his claims. And then the last thing that they're going to look to drill down on is how the former president wanted the DOJ to issue letters to states specifically concerning their elections.
Now, Kimberly, 3 ex-Department of Justice officials are scheduled to testify. What do you think their testimonies will reveal?
Well, the last piece of that lineup that I think that the January 6th committee is going to talk about is the pressure campaign within top DOJ officials to basically use the Department of Justice for Donald Trump's personal desire to overthrow the election. So we will hear from former acting Attorney General Jeff Rosen and his deputy Richard Donahue that they refused to go along with that 4-step plan to, say there was fraud, to use the court system to appoint a special counsel, and then lo and behold, a lower level civil person, Jeffrey Clark, was produced to replace Jeff Rosen on the theory that he would do Donald Trump's bidding. And I think what we'll hear is Jeff Rosen and others. There was a cascade of potential resignations. They said we'll resign in protest rather than go along with it. And then ultimately Donald Trump pulled back on that. It's sort of a redo of the famous Saturday Night Massacre in Watergate, where we have public servants saying, no, I'm going to do the right thing or step down and make a stink out of it publicly.
Now, Alex, yesterday morning, Republican Senator Rick Scott dismissed these hearings as irrelevant and said they could actually make political violence worse. What do you think he meant by that, and what's the response been from Washington?
Well, Diane, he didn't just say that. He also called this hearing process a reality TV show. But other folks will say that despite as partisan as this has been, it would point to the fact that it was reality, and would point to the fact that even as early as today, we just got a notice about in Virginia, there was an arrest, law enforcement authorities arresting a petty officer from the U.S. Naval Reserves for his participation in this January 6th riot. So, I mean, even as we are continuing to have these hearings, we're seeing the DOJ and law enforcement still round up, still prosecute people that were involved from that day. And so, yes, we certainly have heard this line from some Republicans, but the rebuttal that you hear from Democrats is, well, look, I mean, we're still seeing and still finding out the entirety of the scope of the day and those that were actually involved.
Kimberly, the committee is now delaying its final hearings for several weeks. They say to review new evidence they've received. So what do we know about that new evidence, and do you think it could impact the Justice Department investigation?
So purportedly, there is a documentarian that has been subpoenaed to testify. There's a 6-part documentary series supposed to come out this summer, and this person had close contact with the Trump family, both in the lead up and on the day, and reportedly this is a person that the committee wants to talk to and maybe make public as part of its hearing. So we're going to continue to get more truth out of this committee, which I think is really should be called the Truth Committee, not so much the January 6th committee.
All right, Alex Brachet, Kimberly Whaley, thank you both. And we will carry today's hearing live at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC News Live.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.